some of the things, like local banks, they're like, they put, see, that's why I can't stand dealing with organizations, because they're not real, they're fake, they're pretend. You know, I just had an epiphany because I get things, and I was like, I think I know who's trolling me. I think I know. I need to gather some more evidence, but it's just such a Virgo thing to do. Is to come at somebody like it's such a Virgo thing to do. That's why I study Virgos, because I have a brother, he's a 0-degree Virgo. And I had a sister who died on a motorcycle, because Virgos in balance, they got deficits. Like Aries in balance got deficits, and Pisces in balance got deficits, and Gemini in balance got deficits. Like whatever you are, if you don't concentrate on the things, not doing the things that you shouldn't do, and then deliberately do the things that you should do more, this is the world we get, I'm telling you. So I think I have an idea who it is, and I think might be a Virgo. Because they're mad because I trolled them and I say, your mom bought you a house. Your mom bought you a house. Your mom bought you a house. You know, not even born in the United States. And then you get a house? I was born here. How come I don't get a house? Because I think I've heard this person like engage with people. Oh, I was firing up the internet on Twitter last night. I'm not a boomer though. Okay. They're so efficient. I don't think they do it under the account of, they don't do it direct. Virgo don't do things direct. They'll have they don't want to tarnish their reputation, so they'll do things over here at you to save their face. They're just so predictable. Most of my life, I do stuff I don't want to do. So I'm predictable in that way. So I went and talked to the guy at the bank, right? To see, hey, can I, like, what do I need to do to buy a house in this half-horse town? Like, oh, it's $20,000. Can you use the VA loan? And I was like, no, I can't use the VA loan. Okay, you gotta have $20,000 down. Oh, that's as good as you can do, huh? Let me tell you the stories about how I want to build a community, though. How I want to help Taos be, you know, so the people of Taos can have more, and then they don't have to be so mad that all these strangers have more than them and retaliate, and everybody can live peacefully. Let that be a thing. Right? No, 20% down. And then I looked up their reviews, because that's what I do. Because that's the only piece that I have, is to give people 1-star reviews if they don't give good customer service. And I don't provide a service to anybody, so I don't have no 1-star reviews, because I don't do nothing. I take care of Mom, unless Mom wants to give me a 1-star review. Mom, you want to give me a 1-star review or 5? You want to get, what kind of review do you want to give me? The best? I love you so much. May I kiss you on the cheek? I've been a stay-at-home daughter since 2017. You don't have to talk to me. I don't even know who you are. I don't do chat. I don't know why the chat's on. Chat is where people come to poke at me to make my train of thought derail. So, this horrible, deplorable bank I went to, I was looking at their other reviews on other sites, and they actually they gave a actual veteran the saying, oh, you got to have 20% down, which is complete BS. So it's just another place in my local community that's only about a small group and not for everybody. And that is why America is going down the toilet, because there's too many withholders. They don't got that Jesus Christ freaking seed. They don't got it. They don't got that Jesus Christ. They don't know what it is to take care of. They don't know how to soak other people's feet, because they don't even take care of their own. Yeah. They don't know how to take care of other people, because they got to drink 6 Monster drinks and go to the car show this weekend. Or wait, you know what's even better? Hot air balloon festivals are starting again. That's the program, living in other people's loops. Easter is other people's loops. Christmas is other people's loops. That's all colonial bullshit, you know? None of that is indigenous. None of that does the land no good. But even brown people can be white. It's a spirit thing. It ain't a color thing. Brown women, I could be a white man. I could be acting like a white man when I go around all, do it my way or the highway. Oh, flexing. Too bad they can't flex the most important muscle to make all their wives happy, because now 1 in 5 need a little blue pill to be a man. Yeah. They like to make fun of people that think different, like that department of war. You know, Hexworth, put me in the room with that guy. He will piddle himself. He would piddle himself. That's how you know that Washington, D.C. and Hollywood, they're the same paid actors to get you to fall in line. Because they will never meet real people like me. See, I've been to war, and they gave me awards for bombing Iraq in 2003 on my 29th birthday. I was a part of the industrial military complex. They give you little coins. Age, I was an age ranger. They give you cute little clever names. Age ranger. There is no air power without ground power. That don't feed single moms and their kids. This one, 200 people got one of these coins, so it's supposed to be significant. I'm 125, so I'm about the median. I'm kind of a cool kid, but not really. You know, so this is what it's about, paying local companies to, you know, it's about selling these things and giving them to anyone. Because in '87 they said I was retarded. They said I was Asperger's. They told Mom that I'd probably be institutionalized and did not have very much hope, so I wouldn't amount to much. And I still faked it. I pretended like I was a soldier, like I watched on the Green Beret movies when I was a kid. Just act like them. Just act like they do. And then Mom had these scoundrel boyfriends that would teach me the minds of a scoundrel. Like, hey, all you gotta do is pretend like you belong there. You could take whatever you want. Just pretend like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here. Because people just want to do what they're supposed to do. They don't question things. That's how America's dissolving. The whole United States is a Ponzi scheme. It's a big old scheme. So we feel bad, us with emotions and hearts, to help people, while the people that can are playing chess in places that don't have anything to do with us. They have nothing to do with us. Zionism has nothing to do with us. Even in our own land, the people within the organizations, like the fraternities in the colleges, they have nothing to do with us. They all exist to create their own intricate system, and anything outside that, they look at us as the cancer because they don't like things about themselves that they see in us. They think that we are not worthy because they know that they aren't. I'm a Heoka. I think backwards. I could write frontwards and backwards at the same time. I have the ability of telekinesis. I have all the clairs. I have all of these magical, wonderful gifts, yet the mundane find me invisible. It's because people that have done things that nobody else has done are unseen by the people that go along with everybody else. That's the reason, if we're going to be honest. They don't want to be like my kind. What's that? The kind with all of my teeth and without Botox and that's somewhat physical fit, over halfway to 100 years old? What's my kind? I like when people bring sexuality in it, because that's funny to me. Because I've been celibate 10 years. I don't date. I don't think about, I don't romanticize life, and I don't include other people. I used to. But we have free will. We could either evolve closer to source, that thing that says, hey, you need somebody that needs help? You see that person that needs help? Better help them. Okay, I'll be guided by that voice. No, it's football season's coming. Let's take a bunch of drugs, beat up on our girlfriend, our little girl. Dude, she was only 5'2" max, 5'2". That little Hayden chick, 5 foot, 5'2". She was only 2 inches smaller than me. And that dude was almost 6 foot like my brother. See, it's amazing I'm still alive because my brother tried to take me out when I was a 16-year-old girl. So guys hate women because they don't want to deny the femininity in them, or they don't feel like, or they don't like me because I have so much masculine energy that they're like, I don't like you because I need a little blue pill and you don't. Because I just like exude masculine. I don't even mean to. It's just how I was made. And I'm not even, I didn't have parents. I mean, I was born to 2 parents, but I was an orphan with parents because my mom was born in an orphanage. So she never learned how to take care of a child because she was never taken care of. And there's a lot of people in the world that their parents don't give a shit about them as kids. I live in New Mexico. It's the #1 state where parents don't give a shit about their kids. Because letting your kid do dangerous things and trying because you don't want to deal with them and try to be their buddy, that don't make them they're manipulating. You're just teaching them how to manipulate people. That's all you're doing. And then us people that are, honest individuals have to go out in the world and figure out how to navigate with all the people that are trained to manipulate. In the land of my stupid cousin, because my mom was born and not raised in Cuesta because her family threw her away. So, and then I see all these people that have their families, and it's like, dude, like that trash heap kid that hurt that girl, hurt those girls, harmed them physically, emotionally for all time to the point one of them was hospitalized. He is now free to go to college in Louisiana. And the judge says things to him society's not against you, buddy. Because you live in America. And you're part of the Epstein class, and we value you, and you're the one that we will protect, not the girls. They should have dressed that way. They asked for it, like we're supposed to have free will and control ourselves. We can't though, because why? They can't. They're run by their demons. Women too. When people just can't control themselves, that's demonic. That's demonic. You can't control it. Once I start drinking, I can't stop. That's demonic. People that live from their heart don't get AFib. They don't get heart disease. People that deny their heart and pretend like they're living from their heart, they're the ones that get heart disease. But you know what you're doing is wrong. That's why so many military, they retire and die. It's like, because Creator looks at you like, dude, you did all this stupid stuff for a paycheck because you a slacker? Because most military members are slackers. Yes, there are a handful of hardworking military members. And you know what we get? Sometimes we'll get brats for lunch and a little coin that not everybody else gets. Only a few people get. And then, like, sometimes, if they want you to go along with the program, they'll give you accolades, so they'll give you awards to make you exceptional. I'm exceptional in everything I do, whether it's an airman, a mechanic in the United States Air Force, a student. I'm going to put all of me into that thing. Now my thing I put into all my energy into is being a caregiver to Mom. Are you happy, Mom? Yes! Blue and red, Like, as long as nothing matters out there. When you got people in your proximity that you care about, nothing out there matters. And see, people squander their time with their loved ones, and they see that I don't, and then they get mad at me because they, put their parents in a home or, didn't do enough. They see how I could have done more. They always think, Virgos especially, they always think I did everything I could. And it's just like, well, maybe with your little pinhole line of scope, baby. Let's see, some of us are vast in spectrum. We are vast in all of the potentials and all the way how we can see of all the ways. I'm one of the manifesting generators. So I take care. See, There are people out there, maybe they should have taken care of their mom, and then they would have had less time making so many fake accounts, so that they, instead of coming at people direct as who they really are, they come like indirect and sneakily. And see, the shit I say on the internet, I would say to the people's face. I just can't, because I can't go because I gotta stay home. I gotta stay home with mom. Like, when I was a kid, I want to go do this, and it's like, no, you can't go. We don't have no money. Well, I have a little bit more money now. My responsibilities have shifted, so I can't go. And so I talk a lot of trash on the internet to people. It's nothing I wouldn't say. I would never say anything on the internet that I would not say to somebody's face if they were right in front of me. So if I ever have the opportunity and I go to one of those astrology conferences one day, or those metaphysical fairs, and all the greats are there, like Molly McCord and Leo Cub and Rick Levine and Pam Gregory and Amrit, and all these spiritual giants are there, and I walk up to the Leo Cub and I say, Cubs can't beat kings, he'll know who's talking to him. Cubs can't beat kings, and he's gonna know who I am on the internet. Oh no, it's this bitch. Or if I go up to Robert Phoenix and I say, your mom bought you that house. And then maybe duck. It's nothing different that I wouldn't say to their face. Everything I say on the internet about anyone else, I would say to their face. Ask the people I've said it to their face, and then I talk on the internet about that time I said it to their face, because I'm an authentic person. I'm not a coward. I am Cancer rising though, so I'll go this way and that way. I'll go this way and that way because I'm Cancer. I tell everybody about me so that they learn about themselves. That's how I learn about myself, by listening to astrologers that I can't stand. I'm not saying all those astrologers that I listed I can't stand. I'm just saying that there's a handful of astrologers that I have to choke down, like their perception, like nails on a chalkboard, just so I can get the little tidbits of astrology. When they say they're talking about it, it's like a daily astrology forecast. So I go there for the daily astrology, or I used to go there for the daily astrology. And then I tried to, because they're so good at reading people, I want to see how they read me, and then they don't see me. And then I'm like, how? They're not a very good astrologer if they don't recognize me in my chart and all the things I've done in my life. And then I'm like, oh wait, they've never done anything besides Gaia for that blip. Just that blip, they were on Gaia. Like, how long of a dash is that on your resume? You know, that's not consistency. That doesn't bode consistency. With like long gaps of career, and I don't look at it as astrology as a career, because you're paying somebody to give you a read of you based on them. And if your astrology isn't compatible with their astrology because they have their own personal bias, because they have their own frame of reference, do you think you're going to get an accurate read? When people that are good astrologers freaking hate me because I said, your mom bought you that house and you're not even from here? I'm pretty sure that's what got me blocked. I'm pretty sure. Because I've been a stay-at-home daughter since 2017 with all this masculine energy, and I watch all these freaking dudes in America and just take care of nobody but themselves. And there's a lot of people out there there's a lot of big men that could have, been useful, done some heavy lifting, and they weren't, but America's collapsing because people just sit around and do nothing. I did my fair share. I'm still, I don't need to save the world, because every day I take care of the world, make mom comfortable, and that is the world to me. And so all these others, let me know how it goes. You go out there in your conferences in Sedona. Let me know how that goes. And you know what? They're doing one in Spain. That Steve Judd guy. I have a feeling as the event comes closer, more and more people are going to be like, man, I can't freaking afford to go to Spain. What was I thinking? Yeah, I'd like to go to Spain. The car's breaking or taxes are coming. Like people don't have a lot of money, and people that have it don't care about the people that don't have it because they've always had it, so they don't know what it's like to go without things. They honestly don't. They have been so, especially like single, like kids. I'm an only kid. Dude, how have you never been, have you ever had your nose broken? No. How is that a thing? Because a lot of times, single kids, you a bitch. You a bitch. You a bitch. Because your mommy and daddy do everything for you, and they always have, because you are just the best of both worlds in their mind. Ah. I used to talk a big game, kind of, and then the world humbled me. Said, Marge, you can talk a little bit of garbage. You can't talk a lot of garbage. You can't talk a lot. But to me, it's subjective, because oftentimes I'm just speaking in matters of facts, and anybody else in the world is free to speak matters of facts of me too, as long as they are in fact facts. And not attacking somebody's physical appearance. You know, you attack by choices. You know, you attack by you know, but like making fun of people because of stuff they can't change. They could have prevented though. You don't want to know why so many people have bad dental problems? Because they're thinking bad thoughts. They're literally toxifying themselves with their thought process because your brain's right here, and then you think things, and then the negativity merges with your soul sac, and then you're poisoning yourself. And what's the closest thing there? Your eyes and your teeth and your ears. Like all this stuff that gives you the perceived reality that you're first toxifying yourself with your brains. And then they go around talking shit, see? Saying a bunch of... Me talking shit is lies. Not just talking trash. There's a difference. I'm Gen X. We used to just... See, because that's the thing, is you can tell a lot about somebody's character by, like, how far they take it. Like, we're just having a friendly rouse of banter, right? And then somebody gets butthurt. And then they have to get, like, try to dig to hurt. That's when I'm like, no, you want to dig to hurt, I'm out. I ain't trying to hurt you. I'm trying to see that people deserve more than false for profits is what I call it. And $800 for a reading for 8 hours. That's like it's like somebody getting paid 8 hours of work for 1 day of work. That's ego. You're paying for their ego. That's why I do everything for free, because I was born 4'9". So if I give more of myself away and leave less than half for me and mom, then that's less ego for me. It's less for me. It's an ego thing. It's how I checks and balances within myself. I don't expect to have the government to have checks and balances. You know how many organizations I've been a part of that has touted the guise of rules, regulations, policies, and procedures, only so there's always men within those groups that do whatever they want, and they don't ever get in trouble. They never get in trouble. All this stuff I've gotten in trouble for things that I didn't even do. I've gotten in trouble that things that people wouldn't have found out about, but Marge went and told on herself. I've gotten held culpable and accountable for my actions my whole life, while I'm surrounded by trash heaps of society, both genders, all colors and shades, and they get off because they're a part of the program. They get to be a part of who's going to go along to make you believe in how you're supposed to act and that you don't have freedoms. It's amazing how many people don't even know, like, if you're married to somebody, like, you don't have to do what they say. Obey doesn't mean that you have to listen. Like I don't have a relationship with my niece or my sister-in-law. Either of my nieces. One of them's a Gemini, so whatever. She's just out there. So because their father, the man, says so. Because he said so. Because he and I don't have a relationship. I'm cut off from everybody. Because he doesn't want the world to know that he's a little bitch. Because he's a hider, like a lot of Virgo men are. They hide behind this facade of who they are. Like, I am of service, look at my position. Really? Because you shit on your own mom. So anything you ever did under your job title falls under somebody that shit on their mom by not helping their fucking retarded sister, or helping their mom find a place to live. So just so you know, that is what the world is made up of. And if you have support and you have people to fall back on to always carry you, that's great. Just hope that they live forever. Just hope they live forever. And then fortune will find you. Nepotism is the fortune that people finds. It doesn't matter what you know on this planet. It matters who you know, and who you're related to, and who gets the advantage and who gets the discount. But we're going to charge you double because we got to make up for the money that we lost from giving our friends the discount. At least I'm making people see some stuff. Like I'm sharing with the community things that are happening right under their nose. In their own community. Like, this is what your local governments are doing when you're not paying attention. Just like this is what your country's doing when we're not paying attention. And because I have a frame of reference based on life experience, I share it here. And I tell people, like, never, if you care about somebody, never let them enlist. Don't give them the military as an option. Because you might as well, they have a better chance at New Mexico, because New Mexico's the new Hollywood. The land of enchantment is about creating a narrative that isn't true. Come here. They make Breaking Bad off the fact that that's how it's like in New Mexico. And then they think it's cute. And then people on TV are like, oh, what a cute show. Breaking Bad. It's about a bunch of frickin' scoundrel scumbag junkies. Let's glamorize that. Meanwhile, Epstein is getting ambulances and all these agencies. Dude, that guy had the hookup, man. Just tells you that most people that are into money, they will sell their soul. A lot of times, like, I'm starting to see correlations, because I ask my child, I'll ask it things like, how many people, what is the most common sign? Virgo. And they think they're the most specialist. Because they're tuned into the same frequency of all their other lightness. So they're only expansive of the sum of all parts of what they are. And then they're so literally focused on just looking at stuff that they like and ignoring stuff. I learn more for things that I don't like than look at just ignoring all of the lame stuff. All of the lame stuff. That is ambitious, though, I gotta say. I do think I know who it is, though. I'm gonna see. I can tell by how they type based on how they talk. Because if you listen to people long enough, they have a cadence in them. And when I type on the internet, people think I'm like a 12-year-old retard, because that's what they said I was, but I'm not that. I just hate typing, and technology glitches in my fingers. Like, I'll go to type a K, and then I'll hit the K, and then an O will pop up. Stuff like that, because I'm marginal. I'm one of those energetic sensitives. We have a higher vibrational frequencies than the average, the mundane, the go along to get along, the stagnant, the let's just always do it like this because this is how we always done it. Those people make my brain hurt. I can't hang out with people. Beings of Earth that way. So I know. So that's it. I said all the stuff I wanted to say. I did find my little coin. Turn that flag upside down because America's under duress.